Hey folks, Mad Creator coming at you from my hidden bunker deep within the bowels of the city. And I kind of wanted to do this video because of some of the more current videos that Bering has been doing recently regarding the U.S. election and the complete mess that has come of it. He recently did a video titled "Hate Won This Election?" question mark exclamation point, where he begins to critique some of the other individuals on YouTube, queer kids specifically, regarding her handling of her explanation of what happened. Now I'm going to play the video in the background, use the audio, and I'll let. Well, you'll see what I do as I do it. Oops, sorry. Now, before I let this video continue, I do kind of want to, let me just. All right, now in this video, the volume is probably not up to snuff. I do apologize for that, but the queer kids presenter essentially made a point of saying, you know what, kids, there are some folks out there that are absolutely mean, hateful, and they just don't like folks for whatever reason. That is actually a very responsible thing to tell a child, especially given that you know there are just some people out there that are just absolutely horrible. And to tell kids that Donald Trump is not necessarily the nicest person around, you know what? It's actually the truth. What would be better, Bearing? That would you rather the kids be lied to? Would you rather the children be deceived and basically kept in the dark when they see all of these horrible things happen? When they start seeing, the actions of Donald Trump and his supporters who have made it absolutely clear where they stand on certain issues, um, that's actually a rather smart thing to do. Hardly irresponsible. Let me continue. Well, it's going to have psychological effects regardless. You know, again, I personally don't see the value in hiding the fact that there are some people out there that will intend to do you harm. It means, you know what, you might want to, be a little more careful in certain situations. We teach our children to be wary of strangers for a very good reason, especially now when a lot of these strangers have made it clear that they want to harm you. Well, I'm sorry, you're not queer or anything like that. You're not a person of color, so you're brown bear. So yeah, I guess hunters might want to hurt you, I suppose. But you know, anyway, moving right along. Well, I think it would be pretty obvious when they try to pass laws that will keep your parents from getting married, or that try to pass laws that will make certain that your parents can't adopt you or take care of you. That will force you to go into some kind of camp should you display the slightest amount of nonconformity to your gender or sex. The slightest amount. I understand what you're saying. Believe me, I am not necessarily a big fan of queer kids or any of the other SJWs, but in this particular instance, they have a point. They've demonstrated clear intent as to what they want to do in our government now that they're in charge. They've made it abundantly clear where they stand on several issues. And to lie to children and to keep them in the dark when there's a clear problem, yeah, that's not irresponsible telling them the truth. As a matter of fact, you're doing them a disservice by hiding it from them. It's pretty evident who the mean and hateful people are. You judge them by their actions and their conduct. Moving forward. It's not a matter of different opinions equaling hate. Okay? Again, you're Australian. You're not an American. You don't live in this country. So, you probably look at it as just a difference of opinion. No, these are people that plan to take clear, decisive steps and have a plan. These individuals came prepared. These folks have legislation drafted for them to pass to deliberately block gay marriage or to do a whole number of unpleasant things to people. This isn't just some fly-by-night operation. This is the Nazi Party revived. So it's not paranoia. It really isn't. These are individuals that have made it abundantly clear that if they could, they would start throwing people in jail. No, it's not a matter of criticizing you in any way. Again, I understand you think you're dealing with social justice warriors here. But in this particular instance, the SJWs have a point. We've seen what these people are willing to do. We've seen what these people are capable of. These folks have made it extremely difficult for a woman to get an abortion in certain states. Now, again, you're Australian, so you don't necessarily have the same kind of governmental system that we have in place here. In the United States, a specific state can create legislation according to their will, according to their whim, as long as it does not violate federal law or the U.S. Constitution. But they're given quite a bit of leeway in that regard. They can pass almost any law they want in those states. And a lot of these states have made it extremely difficult, not just for gay people to get married, but for a girl to have even life-saving medical care for her innards. Okay? This is not hyperbole. This is not fear-mongering. This is not paranoia. This is the truth. These are things that have happened.
Have different values to me. You're a racist or a sexist or a bigot.
Again, we've had to deal with 8 years of people denying Obama as a citizen of the United States. These are individuals that have made racial effigies of President Obama being lynched. These are individuals that have made it abundantly clear that if they had the opportunity, they would do some severely screwed up things to Obama and his family. These are not just people with a difference of opinion. These are full-blown racists that have come out in support of Donald Trump. These are clearly full-blown anti-abortion people that have come out in favor of Donald Trump. These are full-blown anti-LGBTQ activists. The kind of people that were responsible for the Uganda Kill the Gays bill. These are the individuals that we're dealing with. It's not a difference of opinion. It is a clear mindset, a clear course of action that these people have taken and are taking. Again, that political party has made it abundantly clear what they intend to do once they get into power, and it's not pleasant. Actually, you are kind of overreacting, dude. Again, let me just clarify this. Longtime fan, love your work. Okay? Thoroughly enjoy your videos. But in this particular case, you're wrong. Dead wrong. Absolutely wrong. It's not just, a difference of opinion or different political ideology. No, these are people that have a clear-cut agenda, and we know what they have planned. We've seen what these people can do. We've seen what they have done. We go by their actions. We go by what they plan on. We go by what they've done, what they have, what they're doing now, and what they're going to do. And they've made it abundantly clear who their enemy is. And it's not necessarily, them. These are individuals. And again, it's not a matter of intolerance here. This is, we need to stop this before a whole lot of innocent people get hurt. And unfortunately, we're too late to really stop Trump from getting into power because we had to deal with all of that stupidness from the Democrats because they decided that they were going to elect. Sorry, distraction. The point is, we're in a situation here in the United States where we could actually face bona fide fascism in this country. It's not just a difference of opinion. It is an examination of their actions, their attitudes, their words, and the way they've been conducting themselves lately. And if you think it's a bad, if you think things are bad now in terms of, how the politics are, wait until Donald Trump gets into office and you're going to see things go absolutely crazy. And it's not necessarily going to be the liberals going nuts. It's going to be the conservatives going mad drunk with power. But in all seriousness, Bearing, I'm going to make this suggestion to you. If you really want to understand how things are in the United States, come here for a visit. Anyway, those are my thoughts. I know this is a long, ranty video, but I'm kind of disappointed in Bearing, but at the same time, I understand where he's coming from. It's just, we are absolutely so screwed. This is Dumark the Artist signing off. Have a nice day.